Greetings everyone, it's Red Hunter, and welcome back to another episode of my Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition walkthrough. You might notice the screen looks different from other videos, other parts of the series. That's because I fooled around with the settings off camera. That's all I did. I fooled around with the settings, tested things, loaded, reloaded, did all that stuff. And I did that in an effort to kill the ungodly lag that we were suffering in the last episode. And as far as my testing is going, it seems to be a lot better. There's still minor lag, but you know, what are you going to do? I changed the resolution. I changed some of the display settings. I'm running the game on max settings as possible. Hopefully that lag will go away. Will stay away. I mean, it's been away. Anyway, this is not going to be a super long part, but I am going to talk to this fine little fellow here.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I'm Abigail, I've never heard of you.
He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan
My
make
family...
to you?
well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Olin banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
It's a bit drastic, isn't it?
And then some. Not much is known about that time. After King Olin died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
So what favor did you ask
Ask for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
Can you just go there by yourself?
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
Alright, let's go to Soldier's Peak.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
We have yet more companions we can gather, but feel free to pause and read that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do some of the premium content now. We're gonna travel to Soldier's Peak. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, so you can see that it's a lot different because all the stuff is down on the bottom. I mean, it was there before, but there's a lot more. We're going to take Stein.
Yes.
I want to take Alistair.
Yes.
I want to take
Indeed.
Liliana. Look at all these people. We're gonna do this probably next. But for now, we're gonna go to Soldier's Peak. And we'll spend an episode at least getting to know all of our companions.
Here we are.
We may wait until we get all of them.
Peak.
Still more.
Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
She's impressive,
It's
that's for
just
certain.
teeming with history. Can't you feel it? So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Alright. Let's actually give everybody the... Oops. Oh. Give everybody the lesser health potions and the regular health potions in case they need them. Let's get rid of her as well. And I want to try out her stealing. No. No rolls. We're not going to touch the greater health ones because, you know. Mucking about. Mucking about.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard an Orlesian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Belisa never wakes up.
Your prissy friend here is making me nervous, Warden. How's this even possible? The place must truly be haunted.
Strange phenomenon can be seen when a veil is thin. That's what separates us from the Fade and demons.
Thank Andraste you came, Warden. After you.
Alright. What is in here? Nothing that we can do. Okay.
Looks like something.
Ah, fun. You can see that Stein has a butterfly sword. The butterflies are following him around. Let's chain lightning you. I don't want to hear about how you're immune. I mean, that's really bad. Oh, there's more of them. That's why I paused again. Everyone's good on health. Warden skeleton. Get the feeling these things are resistant to cold.
Oh, you still can.
Solution. Sometimes.
No, sir. Everyone's good on health. Yeah, that was fun.
Why can't...
Oh, there's more of them? Very well.
The dead stay in the ground where they belong.
Come on, people. That's, Excuse me one moment. I've got to answer that. Sorry about that delay. Let's get back to this fight where I'm killing these fools with Tempest. Alright, and I need to heal you. You are now healed. Let us lightning bolt somebody. You. Let us winter's grasp you. I really wish you guys would not run straight into this. I really wish you would not run straight into the Tempest. You all have archery. You could... Stop it. You know... There's more of them. There's not more of them. Come on. Alright. Let's see if we can collect any weapons or anything. You can see his sword is glowing with butterflies. And if you look at... that's not him. What happened to... Did we lose somebody? Alistair, what the hell? Why did you... Why did you stay way back there? If you can see, his sword is glowing with electricity. So if we look at him, his weapon is doing plus electricity damage, and when I activate cold, it'll be doing plus cold damage. Why are you not activated? Did I not? Alright. Now it should show that it's doing it's the regular, so melee attacks deal cold damage, and it does plus 2 electricity damage, which those modifiers stack. How did you end up all the way back over here? That makes no sense whatsoever. Why did you... I didn't even realize that was poor battlefield management on my part. I didn't even realize that you weren't in the battle.
Off I go.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything up here. There's a statue. New quest, ancient history. What? History of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 1. The Grey Warden base at Soldier's Peak was built in the middle of the Glory Age, several decades after the Second Blight was ended. Before then, Grey Wardens and Warden would take up residence in castles and forts that belonged to generous nobles. Warden Commander Gasper Astrian desired a fortified headquarters where his forces could train and live. He planned that Soldier's Peak would be a city unto itself. The defeat of the Darkspawn and the Archdemon Zakael was fresh in the minds of Warden people, and many were willing to donate gold to build his fortress. Soldier's Peak was fully completed within 10 years and dedicated to the Maker in 934 glory. From the history of the Glory Wardens of Warden, Brother Javenti, Chancery Scholar. We have a new quest. What's the new quest? No. What? It's a new quest. I didn't finish. Oh, ancient history. Learn more about the history of the, Alright. We're gonna continue to explore it. That's why you look everywhere. Alright, let's go quickly explore over here. Make sure there's nothing we're missing. All that kind of fun stuff. Before we go into the entrance. Which is over here. Before we do that, alright, there's nothing over here. I can't go in that door, correct? I cannot. Alright then, 2 forward to glory. Stop. Antique Warden crossbow and firebolt. Where's the crossbow right now? Is it you? Let's give you a better crossbow. Alright. But yes, that's the entrance to the keep, but before we do that, let's double check that there's nothing over here. And nothing on nothing clickable. Nothing clickable.
Right.
Let's go into the keep. Yes, but they won't move until use the H under or the disable group movement. Party members will still follow tactics, but they won't move unless ordered. Use to set up ambushes.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
Sounds like there's greatness in your blood. It sounds like this.
Well, that's kind of you to say. Generations of Dryden's have said that our stock were lions, fierce, proud, and noble. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
Alright, and this right here, Statement of Defiance. This poster reads, on these grounds virtuous men stood against the tyrant. They stood defiant and stood for freedom, and they died. Continue. It's signed by the Grey Warden defenders who were besieged by King Arlen's forces. Read the names of the fallen. Captain Mello the Black Ferret, Chair Thrower Lopez, Sir Derek of Orleans, and Jason the Longbow. Continue. Alan the Clibbler, Carter Photography Martyr, David the Silent, Dustin the Colorblind, Ebener of the Bovine Brethren, Farrell the Feral, Sir Graham of the Untiring, and Jason Sands Lias Argonauts. That's a joke. That last part's a joke in Greek mythology. Langley the Nefarious, Lucky Lucerian, Mad Dog Semitos, Mathis the Bloody, McGurk the Vile Priest, Melissa the Magical, Malfactor, Ohm the Stretch, and Packrat Dirksen. Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Silent Scimitar, Bertilic, Eric Weak Eye Santos, and Wellborn the Exhausted Fire.
As you
Oh, we just did this. Oh. Leave. Did we update a quest? Alright. But at this point, we're going to call it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Well, we're going to save. Sorry for butchering some of those names. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I'll see you guys next time. Red Hunter out.